she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. Successfully. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Broncos 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
1 yard gain.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll fire one downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw past 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up right here.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Broncos 10.
Switch it. Watch the ship. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 16.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Locke. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Pick your game up. 47
Tua to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
They go counter with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's got his tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Locke. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
20.
McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The stop made by
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain.
They run again with Breida. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
This is Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 24-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Breida, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to pass, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They run with Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Check, check, 47. Accurate. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down by Mike.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Kill, kill, kill. Watch twins. Watch twins.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out out of the shotgun. Breida. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
On the tackle.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 47. Mike 47. Hey, 47 is the Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
The 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all. T-shirt, check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it talks too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it.